Now, John Lillis, after Limerick's 13-point defeat here in Salt Hill. John, a very disappointing afternoon. I know we're playing the All-Ireland champions here, but a disappointing afternoon nonetheless for your side. What did you make of the game?
So, disappointing in terms of the result, but if you look as we progressed the whole year, performance-wise, it was probably the best performance we put in the whole year. We didn't set out to win the game per se. We went out for hooks, tackles, blocks, performance and work rate, and that's what we got. We needed a performance to get us going. Our performances to date haven't been to where we should have had them. We got it today. We limited them to very little points from play. 4 soft goals that can be worked on. But look, I'm delighted with the way the girls performed. Top quality performance, and we can't ask any more than that. Look, we're in the sport that you want to be winning. Fortunately, we didn't win the game. It's disappointing from that side, but we needed a performance for our own sake, and which I think we got from the girls today.
The first half, Galway get only 2-1. I mean, to limit the All-Ireland champions, if we can ignore the goals, it's hard to ignore them. But if we do ignore them, to limit them to only 1 point in the first half, it's bizarre. But it maybe shows the work rate around the middle third, the work rate of your forwards, that you managed to get a mini result, if you like, in the grand scheme of things, that you really limited the All-Ireland champions.
Yeah, as I said, the amount of points they got from play was very, very small. We worked extremely hard. A lot of their scores came from frees. Look, we were over eager at times and we flew into tackles that we probably shouldn't have. But the 2 goals they got were from poor play from our poor decision making from us. They capitalised. That's why they're All-Ireland champions, league champions. But to limit them to a point for most of the game, they had the first score in the first half, first score in the second half, and never give up. Look, Quiva Costa missed. We didn't score the penalty that Quiva got, but she came out and she nailed the 45. That's what the calibre of player that we're dealing with here, and we're absolutely delighted with the way they performed.
So you've taken plenty of positives from it. The message to the players is that there's still 4 championship games there. There's still plenty of opportunities to get results and to put in good performances. Look,
next weekend we've 7 days to go. We're going to Kilkenny. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be the challenge. We have a 2-week break, and then we have Offaly down in Antrim. If we come with that performance there today, I think we should have enough to get over the 3 other teams in our group. But look, anything can happen on any given day. We set out for a performance. We hope to get a win. But look, we didn't get the win. We move on to next week, and we need to have consistency now. We need a performance again next week, and then the wins will start to take shape.
You had 23 players available to today. The panel, it's probably trimmed down a little bit for various different reasons. You're working off a small base, but I suppose you're trying to get the maximum out of it.
Look, we have 24 girls tagged out today. Michelle Curtin got her tonsils out last week, so she's out for a week. We had a couple of girls put away from the panel due to work commitments, which is perfectly understandable. But we have a very good group of girls that want to work. We had 4 girls making their senior debut today, and we had 1 more coming in off the bench. And to play against Galway up in Pearse Stadium and to have 5 debutants, and the way they performed was outstanding. We go again next week, and then look, hopefully we will get the win that we richly deserve, but we're looking for work rate performances and commitment.
How you find the confidence in the group? You unfortunately are on a losing streak. I know you seem, in fairness, you seem very positive in the grand scheme of things, but how do you think the players are? How's the mood in the group overall?
A lot of people wouldn't believe when I say this, but the girls are still extremely positive and still driving on and still confident that we can qualify for a quarter-final of the All-Ireland Championship. Look, you don't get wins. It can have a major impact on your squad, but we come together every Tuesday and Thursday and they train extremely hard. They're there in the gym, they do the recovery, they want to be here for Limerick Camogie. That's all we ask for. Players that want to be here for Limerick Camogie and are willing to put in the effort. Look, we have a lot to learn, we have a lot of inexperience, but you won't get experience unless you play against the Galways, the Kilkennys and the Corks. We're learning, it's a progression, it's not going to be 1-year wonder. We're here for the long haul, so hopefully in times to come we will be winning a lot more games.
We were just talking before we started there. Niamh Curtin went off. It initially looked a lot worse than perhaps it's turned out to be. Bit of a clash there around the middle, but thankfully she's okay and she's okay again.
Yeah, it's never nice to see a player being stretched off the field, no matter what sport it is, or be the men or the women's game. But no, Niamh is fine. She's a bit of glue under the chin. She'll have a sore head in the morning. But look, Niamh threw her body on the line for the cause. That's what we asked for. We've not asked her to be carried off in a stretcher, but that's the type of player that she is as well. And the rest of the girls will do it. Look, they're an outstanding bunch of women. I'm delighted to be part of this squad. I know people will say it's a result-based business, but Rome wasn't built in a day. We're on the right track. We're getting there, but we need to have